Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel if you're a subscriber, and if you're new, welcome. I'm Tori. I go by Tidy Tour on YouTube because I love all things organization. Color coding, stationery, all of that, you name it, I'm into it. And I just wanted to kind of introduce myself again for all of you newer subscribers. I am a wife, I'm a dog mom, a pharmacist, and I have a baby on the way. We have a baby on the way. He's due in February and we're really excited. And then on top of that, we just moved across the country about 2 months ago. So this is my new tidy space and I'm really trying to make it more beautiful. So I hope that the next time you see me, it will be a little more pleasing to your eyes, but at least I got the tree in the back, I don't know. So anyway, this is my first like plan with me type video. Really, it's a 2017 planner setup. But yeah, in the coming weeks, I'd like to do more plan with me. So if you have any feedback, please leave it down below. I'd love to hear from you. But other than that, let's just get into it. All right, everyone. So the star of the show is my A5 original in nude, and it's the patent leather. It's so gorgeous. I actually bought this pre-loved from Rocky So Fancy on Instagram. I'll link her below. She has a great account and for planner lovers. And yeah, basically the old planner I had ran out of months in November. It was like a self-dated one, and I'll link all my planner videos below. But so it's kind of wonky with December. I'm kind of skipping December, and you'll see that. So this is really a setup for 2017, which is the best I could do. So really gorgeous. So happy I got this. I thought about going down to personal, but I really think I am an A5 girl. I need all the space I can get. So here it is. I will open up, and it's like so messy in here because I've just been collecting all the things I want to use for this planner. And I didn't want to touch it without having the camera on, so I'm just like, I can't wait to get into this. So yeah, let me just make sure this is a good setup before I sit down and start my planning. So I'm sorry you can't see the very bottom of the planner, but you're mostly getting it here. So I'll put these to the side until I need to use them, and let's just want to make sure you can see everything. All right, so let's get started. This has been a long process to even get this far for this Filofax, because I really thought I was going to be making my own inserts because I'm a picky gal, but I just simplified my life and decided to tried to find something I really liked, and I ended up finding these beautiful inserts from Crossbow Printables. They're actually in the UK, I believe, but it only took a week from shipping to arrival, so I'm really happy so far. I haven't used them yet, but just the customer service and the design and everything. So Crossbow Printables, I'll leave below. I'll just run through what you get really quick. So you get one of these transparent sheets. You actually get two, but The World Is Your Oyster is the one I have in the front. There's the yearly planner. You can buy this as a printable, but that was kind of my whole issue. I didn't want to deal with all of that and the punching, so I ordered printed. So that's really nice. Yearly goals, which I love. I will be setting that up for sure. And then monthlies, which go in front of the weekly view, which I like all of my months to be right in front of my weeklies. And then you also get another flyaway. This one says make it happen, and then there are a few note sections, and then I just pulled this older paper, yellowed paper, from my old Filofax, and I just threw in like the older accessories that I have that are kind of dingy, but I just thought I might want to use them, so I just grabbed them from my Rose Antique A5. It's just taking, and yeah, I mean, I can definitely find a more beautiful bookmark, but anywho, let's get into it. So I don't know what I'm going to keep in the front here. This Filofax only has these two slots, and it's actually like not really a pocket. It's just, this isn't a review. I'm sorry. I'm like getting carried away, but this is the first time I'm really going through this. So yeah, it just really has like the big binder an elastic here and a pen here. Today I'm using my Le Pen pens. That's what I decided I'll be using in this planner, so we'll see if they bleed. And I used to do a lot of pencil work, so I've got to have my pencil. Alright, so I like to incorporate some sort of bullet journaling into my planners, so I do have a key here, and I usually keep that in the front, but maybe I'll need to type up a new one. How about that? How about I type up a new one and then clip it here? Yeah, I'm gonna put this aside and do that actually. So the first thing, I suppose, I will make my sections, right? So I made these the other day. They're not as beautiful as I hoped they would turn out, but I did my best. So I just bought like cardstock from, not even all of them are cardstock, some are just normal paper from like Hobby Lobby, and called it good. So I want to start out with 5 sections, just because I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this yet, but I know I want 4 for sure. So this I'm going to start out with my monthly, and I like this, The World is Your Oyster, Flyaway, transparent, so I think I will put that right in front of, you know what, and I didn't even think about it. I should make like a dashboard. See, I'm learning new things every day. I have another piece of paper, so maybe, actually I'll do that right, I'm gonna do that. I mean, it's not like, would that be weird? Yeah, it's kind of weird. I wasn't intending to have this like little section before. Okay, I had this totally mapped out wrong in my head. So what I had planned on doing was having monthly, weekly, tidy tour, Rex, which is our son's name, and then like a miscellaneous, but it's just dawning on me that these are split up, not how my old planner was, like each. Interesting. So in that case, let's just use this one right here as a dash in a way, and to mark the yearly. So as you can see, these are quite homemade. They're not that beautiful, but it's okay. So then we have the yearly planner. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that right now. And then let's mark off. See, this is kind of goofy. I'm going to so I ordered both of these paper clips from Created by Danielle on Etsy. We'll link below. And they're bigger than I thought they were going to be, which is really cute. And then I also thought these would be like really good markers. So instead of using a divider there where I had planned on, I think I will just denote like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'll just denote like January. But I wanted to show when the planner's closed, so I'll denote it like that. How are we doing? What do you think? It's pretty cute. Okay. So that's denoting January, and then I suppose whatever week I'm on, like if I was tied into this week, I would use like my second snowflake. So it seems kind of goofy, but I'm going to do it anyway, even though I'm going to be on the first page. So from the outside, it'll look like that. It's so cute. All right, let's keep going. So, improvising as we go, right? Gosh, they're so cute though. Anyway, so now I really don't have anything to mark until I get to the Tidy Tour section. And I was going to have this Make It Happen be the Tidy Tour section. And I haven't quite decided what I'm doing with that yet. I of course want like a calendar for editorial, an editorial calendar, but but I haven't printed those out yet, so maybe that'll be in the next plan with me, or I'll show you my setup for like my analytics and stuff like that. But I had specifically made this sweater cut out for my Tidy Tour section. So at the moment, it's not quite matching up how it should. See, I was going to have this divider in between, so that's okay. I might just cut this down and work with it after that, but we have more to get to. So that's my Tidy Tour section. And then I just had CPR the other night. Maybe I'll keep these cutie ones for Tidy Tour, and then I will I'm gonna slide this one in, this dark blue. I just have as my son's color. I'm color coding dark blue with that too for him. So I will just stick that one in there, even though I don't have anything baby right now. And then this was going to be my very last divider, and that will be sort of my miscellaneous. I'm not sure if I even need these, to be honest. Yeah, I'm feeling like I don't really need these flyaways. They just pull out, don't they? Why do I have so many? We're not going to use those. And this is more like that plastic page protector, but I feel like the transparents are doing that and mine's super dingy. I do like to have these card holders. I'll keep them in the back for now. And then I don't really think I need this either. There's some warranties I need to send in, so I don't want to forget about them. Okay, so back to life, back to reality. We're to the front again. Since my old planner was self-dated and ended in November, and I couldn't go any farther with it really, I made a whole section in my old planner, which I'm pulling up now, of save the dates for 2017, which I haven't been able to write anymore because I haven't had a 2017 planner. So I'm going to go ahead and start transferring these dates into the new one. So that's just off to my side here. I actually have some December dates, and since I had that gap month, I actually have to use a printed out calendar, which I made as festive and decorative as I could, but I had to use this printout. So let me just make sure I have I'm going to use my pencil. I like to check off with my pencil. So loan payments have started. That one came through there. Natural childbirth prep, we've been taking that. We're good there. Then the postpartum class, yep, we're good there. So, okay, I think we're caught up on December. I'm not quite ready to do my yearly goals yet. Is that okay? Can we come back to this? Yeah, I would like to talk to my husband and do some things before writing those down. But finally, so we're here in January, and these spaces are actually smaller than I sort of imagined, but I'm gonna work with them. So to do, this is kind of stressing me out, you guys. So I'm supposed to be finding a pediatrician, and I've kind of put that off at least until January. So I will put that down for January. I'll abbreviate. Find pediatrician, and then we have a breastfeeding course on the 17th. All right, so that's that. I'll get you in better frame here. So those were my January dates. Oh my gosh, I'm such a dweeb. So actually, I have this whole checklist of like how I kind of wanted to set up. So we can maybe run through that at the end and make sure I got everything, but Okay, so baby boy is due in February. We got all the Januaries done. Baby boy is due in February. So I will skip to Feb. In my last planner, I kind of like marked each month with washi, and I'm kind of thinking about doing that just to note or like stick it down the side. So let's kind of consider that as I'm writing these in. So baby's due, I want to put that in, but then of course we'll just put when he's born. Rex. Rex due date. Yeah, I really moved away from like color coding. It just got hectic, I guess. And like my last few years of school, things got really weird with my planner and I stopped using certain ones. But I'm like kind of into it again. I love color coding. I don't know why I took the joy out of planning, so I'm kind of excited to get back into decorating and doing some of the fun things with this. So my friends are getting married. That's like a fun event. I have purple for just like fun things. Actually, let me get my key so I can show you. I made it for my husband. So here's my color coding key. If you are curious, I might just hang it up for myself right now. Okay, so celebrations are orange. My friends are getting married. Destination wedding, which I was totally planning on going to before I got pregnant. So that'll be the 18th. These boxes are quite small, and I like to have bigger handwriting, but I have no problem, you know, shrinking it down to make things more neat. But I will say these boxes are a bit tiny. Like, I could have done without you can't really see what I'm pointing to. I could have done without this last row, really, and just 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 5 spaces is usually sufficient, and I don't mind. I would rather split the date than have all of this kind of wasted space, but maybe I can do something with the bottom squares. Okay, so my friend's baby's due in April, so let's get to April. Wow, I don't have as much as I thought, but you know what? I should check. I'm just curious if if the pens are going through. Wow, pretty good. And that's a dark color, so this is pretty good quality paper, I would say. It feels maybe a bit thicker than just like normal paper. So that's good. Okay, so baby due. That's a celebration, wouldn't you say? I'm wondering if I should write that in pencil. I kind of want to write that one in pencil, since it's not like a definite thing. This pencil's not sharp enough. Keep their privacy. Baby H is due, and my P.O. box expires. So I maybe will just put a note. That's not like a fun thing, so I'll just maybe put it in black. P.O. Okay. You know what? I'm kind of thinking like I don't really get to set up the January portion of this, like as far as like my weeks and months go. So maybe this will just be, maybe I've titled this wrong. This is more like initial planner setup, and I can do another plan with me closer to January so that you get to see like the fun stuff. I don't know. Let me know if you like this. So renew professional liability. that's in June. So like I said, I'm a pharmacist and have to renew my liability insurance. Yeah, I think it's all so plain, which I really like because I can spice it up if I want. But I can when I'm flipping, I can't really tell the difference between this and this. So I think somehow I'm going to have to denote or make like the months flashy and stand out. So June. For work, like pharmacy stuff, I have this light blue. All right. So those were all of my save the dates. So now I can get rid of my old planner for real, for real. And yeah. So other things I have going on to kind of fill in January. I do have a perpetual calendar, which I think now I can finally maybe just store with my Filofax. But I keep all of my birthdays and other celebrations, so I can go ahead and write in those birthdays. I'll use my favorite washi to mark January 1st because it is my 25th birthday. I don't know, how do you guys do your washi? Do you like measure out exactly what you're supposed to use? Oh, I overshot. I'm gonna... Okay. Got a little crooked. How do you feel? Does it make you... It's making me feel weird. Let's try to cut the sliver perfectly. Can we just... Aha! No one would know. Okay, so it's my 25th birthday, and I hope nothing exciting is happening because I don't think I can write over it. Maybe I'll have to line it with another piece, but really exciting. 25th B-Day. Cool, Sunday, that's lovely. But I'm just realizing these don't have any holidays, which I've lived without in my other planner, which was like undated, but it is kind of nice to have that. But that's okay. We can always look those up and, like, you know, get festive with them or something. So, other than that, I'm going to look back on my Decembers. And I'm going to actually put in our bills, so that's really exciting, and work days. I work part-time, and so if I went to work every day, I probably wouldn't, you know, write this stuff in, but I don't work every day, so I will write that now. I'm gonna kind of tilt this for my own sake. It is kind of hard to write with the ring, and I will put work above or next to the date. Paydays, y'all. So the 30th. I like to have like last month's dates if they've started on this calendar. So I'm gonna write those in. Pay the 30th. I think I'll just put it in the bottom corner. I don't know why, just because. Nate and I get paid on the same day, which is really nice. And yeah, I think I will. I usually upload my vlogs on Monday. I don't think I'm going to put anything tidy on here at the moment since I'm going to probably have a separate editorial calendar. I'll just see what I want to do from there. Maybe I'll just use like a pink dot so I know it's like an uploading day, and then I'll refer to my tidy calendar. Haven't quite figured that out yet, but I'm going to leave the pink alone for now. Let's see. I have an appointment, which I had been using my Martha Stewart teardrops for my son's appointments, but this is honestly such a small space. This would like take up the whole thing, so I think I'm not going to do that at all. Oh, I know what I'm missing. I usually write what week I am for pregnancy, and I think I'll just do that in pencil. So then one thing I would like to print for next time is like a financial checklist almost, so I can just check when we've done the bills. And I literally write them in every month just because I like to see them like that. So yeah. So actually we have like a lot of payments due. I wish I wouldn't have done this now because we have a lot of payments due on the first usually. So maybe I will, how am I going to solve this problem now? I have this little flag. They are barely polka dotted, light pink. So I might, oh, it's going to cover it completely. I was hoping it would just be, a portion of it. Well, it's kind of like a flag onto, is that weird? I'm doing it. Hypno Babies, that should be in blue. We're gonna start that tonight. So Thursday nights are gonna be our night. It's the 15th. So you guys, I don't know if there's anything else I need to put in. I'm feeling pretty good about things. So let's go to my, dashboard. Let's just make some notes for the next time I see you and for myself. So dashboard, I am not quite sure about this whole thing. I might just cut it down. So I might make that a little more beautiful. But also, you know, just decorating the inside here and just thinking about what I want to do with that. Okay, let's do a new key. So, yeah, let's do a new key. Should I write it in another color, probably? Let's do purple. So we kind of did the dashboard, but new key. And I think it'd be good to have the color coding one and my bullet journal. CC and bullet journal. Dividers, I've laminated them. I'm not sure how I like them. They're a little not beautiful, but we'll deal. Monthly spreads, yeah, so basically I filled out January with you. So the tidy section I really have to work on. I need to figure out what printouts I want. Monthly cal. Those I'll probably just print on my own, but I wanted to have like a full calendar set that was already prepared for me. So clips, I've got my clips on, super cute. I've got some stickers. Do I? I didn't have any stickers. Okay. So I did the little washi, and then we have our flag off of it for rent, or for like the finances. that I missed, but we don't have anything up here. And honestly, like this, it's my birthday month, and I just feel like I want this washi like to be across here. So can we make that happen? Let's do it right now. I don't know. I kind of like just to have washi running across. I don't know why. Where did my scissors go? I'm just gonna fold that over. Is that gonna bother everyone? Do yearly goals. Is it bothering you that it just stops there? I don't mind it. I've got to have a little sparkle in here. Down here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that piece yet. I could, you know, always run some washi there too. So that's that. Back to the checklist. So we got the clips, we got the stickers. Plan with me data entry. So we did the mochi transfer. Oh, I remember I wanted to write in trash day, or I get a sticker for it. Do I have to write that every week? I don't really want it on like the very front, so I might just pencil that in actually. Everything is like very discreet in here, so like these dates are almost even hard to see. I'm just going to have to get used to it, but just if you're looking for new inserts, something to think about. I'm honestly going to, gosh, these are cute as could be. Cute as, but I'm going to keep a pencil, quite honestly, in this elastic piece because I feel like I can always jot, maybe a different pencil. I'll get a fancy pencil that has a clip. Because I can always like recolor code or like rewrite it, but just for like scribbling something in, I would rather have a pencil. So those are my redos, people. I will be back with another plan with me, I think closer to January, so we can actually film like a week together. This was mostly, I guess, just my setup and moving into this planner. I'm going to continue carrying this December one around right in the front of it, but I'm going to work on, you know, filling this in a little more and seeing how I really want it to be organized. So thanks for watching. I'm sorry if this was a little discombobulated. Thanks for sticking with me, and if you have suggestions, please leave them below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, my next plan with me, subscribe so you're alerted. If you want to connect on social media, I'm on Instagram and Snapchat at TidyTour. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Bye.